Sup. Quick rundown of the Final Fantasy Secret Lair situation. What's going to happen is this one's going to be a sold out Secret Lair. So what I'm going to recommend you do is you buy the bundles, as many of them as possible. Just get that Lotus. Just take the leap. So if you're someone who was considering buying a Final Fantasy collector box, unfortunately the price has gone so much higher than distribution was selling them at, which was about $325. So if you haven't gotten one for anything under $500, $600, the situation is a little too risky, where there's no chance to get it on the ground floor of these things. Whereas something like the Final Fantasy Secret Lairs, you can. Now, if you look at the value of these, and I remember seeing, I checked it out, the professor's new video. His analysis isn't very accurate. He tries to be very technical, which unfortunately some of these are emotional products. For instance, like the subjectivity of art. And Secret Lair is mostly just an art play. So he talks about just the baseline value as its whole. And even with the baseline values, he was giving them like A ratings, because I think it's like each one is about it'll be $30 to $40 to buy a Secret Lair, and the market value of the non-Secret Lair variants was about $40, $50 of each Secret Lair. I think one was like $55. That's just the non-foil. So what's going to happen is these are going to sell out. The foil versions are going to be insanely expensive. I would recommend, if you had a nice, $500 bill, you just got paid, or maybe you're going to get paid in a week, take the leap. Take the leap and buy one of these bundles. Definitely wait in line. If you have to work, I would do whatever you can. If you need to use the bathroom 2 or 3 times, get in queue. When you hear the queue pop, go back to the bathroom, buy your Secret Lairs. These are going to be insanely expensive. This is going to be the best play you can make, other than buying the collector boxes at MSRP or the Amazon price, the original Amazon price, which was like $450. Instead, put that same $500 down on Final Fantasy Secret Lairs. It can't go tits up, guys. So, yeah, and just one other comment. There's one Secret Lair of those that is definitely the gem amongst the rubble, and that would be the one with the Cyclonic Rift. So Cyclonic Rift alone is going to carry that thing, and because it's a Final Fantasy variant, I mean, if you know anything about the price of Secret Lairs and how the price of all Secret Lairs goes up, you're going to know that if you have a Secret Lair that's break even at worst, it's like at worst, if this thing like goes down a little bit, let's say the market glut and people are listing them for under what the singles are going to be, at worst, you're making money on these. So these are definitely going to sell out just from people who are trying to flip the singles. Or maybe there's some card shop or some dude who's trying to stock his shelves with Cyclonic Rifts. Well, instead of buying one Cyclonic Rift, you can buy a whole Secret Lair. Why wouldn't you do it? So that's what's going to happen. These are going to be crazier than the Marvel situation. At least with the Marvel situation, it wasn't an IP like Final Fantasy that was incredibly hyped. But now you have a Final Fantasy set. So you have precons that are going to pair directly. Oh, it's going to be insane. So I'm definitely laying down a lot on this. Boom. We're going to see how it goes. It's definitely going to be a winner. At bare minimum, you'll flip it for a pretty penny. At best, you'll 2x, 3x in the short term. So if you disagree, let me know. If you don't disagree, if you agree, let me know. Leave some comments, subscribe, like, whatever, the whole shindig. Mostly comments. I would love to hear someone's opinion on their angles or their takes of this whole Final Fantasy black hole of money, just money sucking black hole of an event this has been. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Yo!